Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. My name is David. I'm a life coach. I help people heal and recover and grow after abuse and trauma. If you like my services, please find me at daviddemars.com. So what I'm doing here is a weekly question and answer video every single Monday. I'm answering people's questions from the last Q&A video last Monday. Any questions any of you guys have, please go down below in the comment section. Ask me anything you want and I'll answer them next Monday. I do this every single Monday. So welcome everybody that's new, that's never been here before. Please, to heal is to understand and learn. So please ask questions, and I hope that I can help you with those and answer them for you. All I ask from all of you is give us your locations, please. All of you, tell us where you're at. Be general, totally, but we just like to know that. Most of us feel we're not so alone, to know that we're not the only one feeling like this, and there's people all over the world feeling the same way for the same reasons. So like I said, please leave your locations, everybody. Ask questions. If you could, please subscribe to my channel. That would really, really help me with support. Just hit the little subscribe button. If you can, vote up or down. Tell me what you think. Give me feedback and ask questions. Thank you. So I'd like to recommend something every single week to all of you guys, whether it be some kind of supplement or vitamin or book to read, like an author to look up, or maybe another YouTube channel, all kinds of things I like to recommend every week. This week, I would like to recommend fish oil. Fish oil is amazing stuff. I know most of you guys already know this. It is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which are just awesome for you and for us recuperating and recovering from trauma, big time. These things help our mental health. They even help improve attention deficit hyperactivity disorder symptoms, which are amazingly similar to post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms. This will really help with our mental health. Really, really, really. It's known to ease anxiety, ease depression. A recent study even said that it completely reversed anxiety and depression. If you cannot get your omega-3s by fresh fish, you can take supplements, fish oil, okay? So I'll find a fish oil down on Amazon that I can recommend for you guys. You can follow the link and go find it if you like. I highly recommend taking things that will help you get through these hard times. This is also something that will help everybody during this stressful time in the pandemic, okay? Okay, so let's get started. First question is from Shelly in California. Hello, Shelly. I'm finding lately that I feel like I'm weird. I feel like people find me weird, maybe because of the trauma. I feel like I am pushing people away because of these feelings. It makes me want to isolate. I know you can't tell me I'm not weird because you don't know me, but I would like some insight. I hope your family is well. Well, thank you very much, Shelly. Thank you, and I'm sorry you feel like this. I bet there's 1,000 people, or maybe hundreds, that can relate to this, identify with this, and understand your feelings, Shelly. I remember feeling that way too. Anything, I want to make this clear that things we don't understand that hurt us is our pain, and we need to heal from that and understand it, but it causes shame. It makes us feel like we're bad people. Trauma equals shame, okay? Emotional pain that we don't understand equals shame. Feelings that we keep inside make us feel more alone, Shelly, and all of you guys. We need to get what we have inside out. Secrets are shameful. That's what shame is, a secret. And when we take it from inside and put it outside, it makes us feel a whole lot better, especially if we tell somebody else, right? Then we feel a little bit more accepted. We don't feel so alone in our thoughts, in our feelings, okay? Failed relationships equals shame and guilt. Difficulty communicating boundaries means no trust. So I get a lot of people that say they don't trust people. I don't trust people. I don't want to go outside. I'm afraid I'm going to meet all these bad people and they're going to hurt me and all this. It's trusting ourselves and realizing where our boundaries are and being able to communicate this effectively. I'm sorry you feel this way, Shelly. If it helps you, it's totally normal. If you have some form of post-traumatic stress disorder, if you've been abused, you've been neglected, things like this, we tend to react in that way, and we isolate and we feel totally alone in our feelings and in our thoughts. Work with somebody, Shelly. This is a prime example why you would go get help from somebody else. Imagine sitting there talking to somebody that totally accepts you, that is able to validate your feelings and help you understand why you feel this way, and then kind of hold your hand and take you out of these feelings. You know? Good luck, Shelly. It would help you tremendously to see a professional. Thank you. MS Giselle 954 in Miami. Hello. Hi, Dave. David, please. I would like to know, how is the pandemic affecting the narcissist agenda? Are they having a bigger crisis than the pandemic itself? Or are they in quarantine during driving their loved ones off a bridge? Who are they torturing in this time of crisis? Please do tell. I made a funny parody, like a funny video. You'll see in the thumbnail, it's got the monkey see, monkey do on it. And it's something that I do every once in a while, and I'll make a scenario up, and I'll talk about how different disorders react to it. It is kind of for fun, but you might have fun watching that. Okay, so real quickly, pandemics cause stress for everybody. Okay, I can't imagine anybody that's not completely affected. And I've seen people say, I'm not that affected. You know, everybody's affected. I don't care who you are. Okay, unless you literally don't know what's going on. You know, I don't, some part of the world, I don't know. So people with personality disorders can handle stress less, okay? So we all react differently to this, including people with personality disorders. I can't sit here and tell you how a narcissist will act, because they won't all do the same thing. As we do not process emotions, emotions stay open. And the reason we process emotions is so that we don't have and carry around so much emotion. So our body's not doing all kinds of different things. Emotions are body in motion doing things, right? And so if I write down on here a bunch of different emotions, say I still have residual anxiety, depression, and fear, and anger, and resentment that I carry around with me, and hate, and all this stuff, because I've never healed from these things in my past. So I'm literally carrying around these emotions with me forever. So here I've got several different emotions I carry with me forever. And this morning someone pissed me off. Now I add another one. I got a phone call that made me feel sad. Now I feel even more sad. I mean, you can just go down the list, and a pandemic is going to add more emotions, until you're full, till this page is full of emotions and you can't regulate them, and you feel completely impulsive. Very, very impulsive. So narcissists, like other people with personality disorders, are going to look more impulsive. They're going to do things that they regret more. They're going to make quick, haughty decisions. You know, I've seen it already. I've seen lots of people quitting their jobs right now. Like, what a horrible time to quit your job without a new one. You know, there's so many people, the highest unemployment right now ever recorded in history, I think. And people are quitting their jobs, you know, without a new job in line yet. People moving right now. Like, why would you want to move right now? Breaking up and getting back together. I'm sure so many people are experiencing that 10 times more than normal, or you never have, but you are now. People are saying, screw you, never talk to you again. And so they're going to do it more. They're going to do it more, okay? And people just all react differently. So narcissists, you're going to have some, I have a question later about someone saying my narcissist is being very positive for everybody all day long. Just, oh, this is so good, you're going to be okay. Would you need anything? Oh, yeah. And that's the way they're reacting, okay? My guess is they aren't taking care of themselves. If they're a narcissist, they don't know how to take care of themselves. They're very dependent on other people. So they're trying to interact with people as much as possible and get what they need from other people by being Mr. Helper, right? Mr. Helper, hero with the cape on, when it's like, I bet inside they feel horrible. I bet they're freaking out, these kinds of people. You have, you know, and these good deeds that people do usually come with a price. You know, I don't think just because someone makes a donation to a good cause just erases any doubt that you might be a bad person, or you know, it's not a instant trust ticket for me. People do things for different reasons. People want to be the one that pays all the time for dinner, and it doesn't mean they're a good person. It means they may not feel like they are good enough without paying for it. You know, people do things for attention and reactions. You know, the real good deed goes untold. And I can't even I can't even tell you enough how much I see people do good deeds looking over the shoulder just to make sure someone's watching. It doesn't make them a bad person. It's just, it doesn't mean they're the greatest person just because they're doing a good deed. I don't know if I'm making sense. I hope so. But we all react differently, okay? So you're going to have narcissists committing suicide. You're going to have narcissists being the greatest American hero right now and, you know, want to do everything for everybody. And it's just a joke. You've got, you know, our president might be a narcissist, right? He's sitting there saying that, you know, he's in competition with every country right now, and he's got to make sure he wins and beats his other rival party. And, you know, we're all reacting differently to this, okay? It all means different things to us. Some people aren't affected very much. Some people are very affected. And it doesn't matter who they are, because I can be anyone you want. And if I had 3 family members just die from this, I'm going to react. You know what I mean? That doesn't necessarily mean I'm anybody. I don't know. So they're going to react all kinds of different ways. And narcissists are dependent big time on people. So my guess, most narcissists are going to get, you know, more angry, more impulsive, more demanding, more abusive. The ones that are coming to be the biggest, nicest people in the world, that's fine. I wonder how they're treating people at home. Thank you. Hope that helps a little bit. I don't know if it does. Keep asking me questions. Marta asks, hello Marta, any chance for a borderline Q&A, please? Of course. I've been watching all your videos and they help me immensely. Thank you. So thank you. You really portray the reality, and it opened my eyes big time. Finding peace every day, but still have questions. Of course, Marta, I'm asking questions or answering questions and inviting questions about personality disorders, about abuse, about all forms of different trauma from different reasons. Like I said earlier, I'm a life coach, and so I help people with trauma. And this could be trauma in the workplace. I really help police officers deal with traumatic jobs and work. I help soldiers with PTSD. I help families in family problems. I help with divorce and marital problems, relationship problems, mother, daughter, son, father, son, all these things. I help people, and I answer questions about all 10 personality disorders and many more. I get asked all kinds of different questions. So I love questions that help me think, and I love questions that I have answers to that can help you. So yeah, Marta, please ask me anything you want, okay? Thank you for asking. And to anybody else out there, I love talking about borderline personality disorder. I find it very interesting, and I like to think that I know it really well. Thanks. Tracy from Charlotte, North Carolina. Hello, Tracy. Tracy has 2 questions. Is it common for narcissists to go on a drug-induced reckless bender when they are being denied the current supply, i.e. me? And how do I move on with no answers to his extra odd behavior lately? Okay, yeah, narcissists can be very impulsive. They don't close emotions. They become emotionally impulsive, unstable. That's what I was looking for, emotionally unstable. They also don't have a very, very clear, conscious self or sense of self. So they don't mind being immoral. You know, you're immoral, you make immoral choices so many times it gets easier and easier and easier and easier. You compromise yourself, it gets easier and easier, as you guys know. So a reckless bender when they're being denied the current supply. So they're dependent on people, and that the people they're dependent on won't give them the attention they need, because this is emotional tension. It's not just wants, it's needs. These are the things that everybody needs, and a narcissist needs them. And so when he doesn't get his needs met, he cannot do it himself. So it's, right, it sounds like self-destruct time. So they will dump you and go to somebody else instantly because they don't care who people are. We're all objectified, we're all objects. Just like I throw away my, you know, my TV's not working right, bam, go get a new one, you know. So that's why they just go from person to person very easily. But the self-sacrifice or the self-sabotage, I mean, drugs and stuff is an instant way to just give up on life, isn't it? When you can't get what you want. Almost like a temper tantrum, isn't it? But yeah, impulsivity makes quick decisions, like going on taking drugs and hurting ourselves and breaking up with people and leaving impulsively. You ask, how do I move on with no answers to his extra odd behavior lately? Well, if you're trying to move on from a relationship with somebody, let's end it. So you don't need, I don't think you should be forced to view his extra odd behavior lately. If this is somebody you want out of your life, if they have a personality disorder, they're very toxic and maybe even abused you, Tracy, then I would start considering why you would want this person around you at all. There might be somewhat of an addictive element going on right now, and it might be hard for you to keep them out of your life. So there might be something else going on inside you. And in these cases, always ask for help, Tracy. Always. Things that we can't do alone, we ask for help, okay? These are mental health issues, and you can be very damaged if you don't get the help that you need, Tracy. And this person stays in your life with this odd behavior, will continue and maybe get worse. Okay, so get away from him and talk to somebody, maybe a professional who understands this behavior. I help people understand their exes and what they're doing very well. So try and find some help. There's lots of videos and lots of information about narcissists. You can look up the DSM-5 and learn some about narcissists, and you can watch and listen to other people's videos and stuff like this. But what you're going to really need to learn, Tracy, is all about you, because you aren't going to learn about yourself by learning all about him. You don't need to learn that much about him. What we need to learn is about ourselves and why we have people like this in our lives, okay? Because that's the only way you're going to make it stop and not happen again, is to understand it completely. People that keep repeating it, they don't understand it completely. And I've seen it over and over again. The people that understand it really well and build up their confidence and stuff like this, their self-worth, they don't do it anymore. People that don't quite understand it and they keep dating, they just keep doing it. That simple, okay? Your second question, Tracy, what is the best thing I can do to ensure that he is not fed any more supply from me? We have no common friends, so all you have to do is never talk to him again. Is that hard to do? Then get help, Tracy. Get support. The best support in the world is the support that you pay for from a professional that knows exactly what they're doing. I have a plan for people in your situation or situations similar to yours. I'm not going to claim I know your situation, Tracy, or how you feel, but just the little bit that you've asked me here, I come up with a big time plan for people, and it's very common to quitting addictions. There's a very addictive element to these situations. If I'm not very in control of my behavior right now, and I want to go take back people that have hurt me and abused me and traumatized me, and I can't keep them out of my life, get help, Tracy. Life's all about making mistakes, but how many times can you make this one? Huh? Feels horrible, doesn't it? Thanks, Tracy. I'm sorry for how you feel. Get help. Get some support, okay? And I'm going to stop this video right here and save the rest of the questions for part 2. It's not as long as it normally is. Last week I had 3 parts. It was an hour and something. I can't remember, but a little bit less questions this week. So I'm going to save the rest for part 2. Thanks, guys. Love yourself first. Please, if you can, subscribe to my channel, like the video, ask me questions, just say hello. Can you post this somewhere? I'll put it in a playlist. Just put this in a playlist if you can. That'd be great. It'll help me so much. I really appreciate you guys. What I'm doing here, I'm doing for free. I don't even monetize my videos. I'm really trying to get this to reach out to people who really need it and maybe even save some lives, okay? Thanks. Love yourself first. See you in part 2. Bye.